truth comes out, when the truth comes out.
Well, that aged like fine wine. Wrote that back in the middle of November. Let's unpack. This rift between Donald Trump and Elon Musk didn't start last week. This started at the beginning of April. Elon Musk backed a very conservative candidate for an open seat for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and he poured a lot of money into that election very publicly, including accusations of vote buying and a couple of $1 million bounties that looked very shady once everything was out in the open. And all of his efforts not only did not help to get the candidate that Donald Trump wanted to see win, it probably hurt their campaign based on the vote results. It was after that, on April 3rd, the day after, the rift became very clear, and it's been building ever since. And if I went to make a video every time that Donald Trump or Elon Musk has tweeted something in anger at each other, or Truth Social in the case of Donald Trump, I'd be on my 50th video today. So I'm glad that I held back until things quieted down for at least 15 minutes. The root cause for Elon Musk comes down to the so-called big, beautiful bill, and Elon suddenly realizing that the largest additions to the national deficit for the last 40 years have been done by the Republican Party. Somehow he thought this was going to be different. Now he's had this epiphany that Republicans plan to add another $5 trillion to the deficit, or $3 trillion, depending on whose math that you use. And he started criticizing the big, beautiful bill. Trump started firing back, and now we're in this very messy public divorce between our two national daddies as of today. Musk really escalated things when he put on Twitter that the Epstein files are being hidden because there's a lot of information about Donald Trump in there. But that's kind of an open secret. Donald Trump fired back saying, look, if the federal government wants to save billions more in dollars, I'll just cancel all of the contracts and subsidies that Elon Musk companies have been enjoying. The subsidies and tax breaks and contracts that people like me have been saying that Musk has enjoyed for years. And this is a big part of the reason why he is a billionaire. Musk then fired back, saying that effective immediately, he is canceling the Dragon capsule program at SpaceX. Now, I know people are going to be quoting Wikipedia in the comments, going, Dragon hasn't been used since 2020. Wikipedia said so. That's because somebody went in and edited that Wikipedia page. Dragon capsules have been used every 2 to 3 months since 2020. It is the main way that US astronauts are coming and going from the International Space Station. It's used as a life raft at the ISS if there was ever a critical emergency, and it's how supplies are ferried there. Without the Dragon capsules, there is no US support for the International Space Station. So Elon Musk saying, effective immediately, I'm canceling this program, is really significant. And the next Dragon launch is scheduled for the month of June this month. It's 4 NASA astronauts who are supposed to be going to the ISS for a 2-week mission. It is unclear when he says immediately if this impacts this mission or the ones going forward, or is this just a bluff? And in another sign that there is more to this than political theater or we're just trying to distract you from things, Stephen Miller, who, by the way, is only 39 years old and has a hairline like mine, it was supposed to appear on Fox News today. He canceled that interview at the last minute due to an emergency meeting in the Oval Office with President Trump. Now, I don't know what kind of emergency they could be discussing this afternoon. And President Trump, when he was leaving the White House earlier today, refused to answer any questions that the press was shouting at him. Now, I'm going to move to assessment and my opinion, because here at Malcontent News, we try to separate assessment and opinion from facts and make it very clear when we do that. I don't believe that the 2024 election was stolen by manipulating vote tallies or making electronic ballots disappear or adding into it. I know there's a few people that cling to that. However, I do believe that the election was manipulated through social media and that Elon Musk played a very significant role in that. However, that's not illegal in the United States. It's illegal in a lot of other countries, and I don't mean countries like Russia and China. And here in the United States, we just are not very interested in protecting our democracy. But wait, there's more. Because I remember right after the election in November of 2024 when Elon Musk did an interview with Tucker Carlson, and they both had a really good laugh when Elon Musk said that if Trump hadn't won the election, he was definitely going to jail, quote unquote, which then raises the question. What does Elon Musk know? Or was that just a ha-ha between the two of them? It didn't feel like a ha-ha between the two of them when you watch the video. And on the other hand, Elon Musk doesn't have a lot of cards. This administration is very fond about talking about cards. Musk's companies are heavily dependent on government subsidies, tax breaks, and contracts. That's a cold, hard fact. It has been for years. There is a lot of questions about Musk's recreational enhancement usage that goes beyond therapy. And it's, again, an open secret. There are a lot of safety questions and issues about Tesla automobiles that this administration has helped bury in the last 5 months. There are questions about securities fraud, crypto manipulation, and stock manipulation. There is a lot of dirt that this administration has on Elon Musk also. So, in my assessment, this isn't just political theater or distraction to have us miss something else that's going on, particularly because Elon Musk's biggest complaint is about the so-called big, beautiful bill, which when you really dive into it and read all 800 plus pages of it, it's almost like Germany's 1930s enabling acts bad. And right now, that's what we know. And by the time you probably see this, it's probably already out of date because they are just both going at it. When we learn more, I'll share more. Malcontent out.